Welcome everyone, and thank you for joining us for Franklin University Switzerland's information session. My name is Katie Carter, and I'm the Assistant Director of U.S. Admissions for all students on the East Coast. I also work with all transfer students for the United States. Today's session is going to focus on general information about Franklin, life in Switzerland, academics, student life, and I'll also speak to our admissions requirements. And help give you some information on how to help make your application stand out. Let's go ahead and begin. Franklin was founded in 1969, and the founders of our university wanted an institution that was located in Europe, but had the opportunity to study an American liberal arts degree. So all of our classes are taught in English, and we have the flexibility of liberal arts degree. With that, we also offer the Swiss and US degrees. So every graduating student is receiving 2 dual degrees accredited in both countries. You can see that we're very much a global campus. We have over 60 different nationalities represented with over 30 different languages spoken. Typically, we see about 50 to 55% of our students coming from the United States, 25 to 30% coming from Europe, and the rest from all over the world. We appreciate having a global and diverse campus, and we welcome students from everywhere. So Franklin is located in Lugano, Switzerland, and Lugano is in the most southern section of Switzerland in the canton of Ticino. Lugano is around 64,000 people. It's the 3rd biggest financial center and the 8th largest city. We operate on the Swiss franc, but our students can also hop on a local train and be in Italy in just a matter of minutes, where they'll use the euro. A lot of our students will do that just for grocery shopping. If you're looking to fly into Lugano, the best way is to fly into the Milan-Malpensa airport, which is about 30 miles south of us and about a 1-hour train or bus ride. Or you can fly into Zurich, and Zurich is about a 2-hour train ride. With that, you'll get to go through the longest tunnel in the world that cuts right through the Swiss Alps. One of the things I love about Ticino and Lugano specifically is because we are so close to Italy, you have this really wonderful blend of the Swiss and Italian cultures. So you see the Swiss efficiency, love for environment, cleanliness, things are run on time, but you also have this nice kind of fun Italian flair. We have lots of great festivals in the Piazza della Riforma, great Italian food and cuisines, and also international cuisines as well. It's really kind of like a more laid-back Italian Switzerland. Here's a look at all the majors that we offer at Franklin. You'll notice that we're really grounded in the humanities, with our top majors being international business, economics, and finance. Environmental science has grown quite a bit in the last few years, so a lot of our students enjoy being able to look at how we can not only help the environment, but how we can help businesses, corporations do so on a global scale. Communications and international relations are also some top majors. Here's a look at the minors that we offer. You'll know that most of our students either double major or tack on a minor. Because we have this cross curriculum, it's really easy for our students to have that flexibility. And again, kind of get even more bang for your buck in terms of degree options and majors that we offer. So one of the most unique things about Franklin is that our founders wanted every student to learn through travel. So as part of your coursework, required curriculum, you must travel with your class and professor every semester. This is a great opportunity for you to leave campus with your class and visit a different country for 2 weeks. This is a 10 to 14 day period. So essentially what you do is every semester you sign up for your classes, and one will be labeled with a T at the end. This will note that it is a travel course, and you will be traveling to a different country or a different part of Switzerland for your time there. So say you're studying environmental sciences study of glaciers in Iceland. You would learn all about the environment of Iceland, the ecosystem of living on an island. We'd also study the culture, the history, the people of Iceland. And then in the months of October and March, the entire campus shuts down and everyone goes to the respective country that they've been learning about. So for that trip, you would travel to Iceland with your class and professor, and you would travel across the entire country, studying the environment, the glaciers, all of that, and then come back to campus and do a reflection piece. This is a wonderful way to really take what you're learning and apply that knowledge mid-semester. I think it's also a great way to kind of build and hone your skills and figure out exactly what it is that you might like to do post-graduation. Of course, this is a great resume builder. Every semester you're traveling to a different part of the world. And this is something that would really be something that would stand out when applying to jobs. These are not major specific. So say you're a business major, but you love photography. You could take our photography trip to Munich. So of course, we encourage our students to travel where they love and also pursue their interest in terms of their major and explore all the different options within that major itself. All of this is included in tuition, so there's no additional cost. Here's where we went for the spring of 2022. You can imagine during COVID, we did stay mostly within Switzerland and the surrounding countries. We are slowly going a little bit more global as we can. Part of academic travel is that our faculty and professors decide where they want to go every semester. So that also includes where is safe for our students to travel to. And where is smart for them in terms of professors, maybe research or their background. Let's transition a little bit into student life. We have a very vibrant campus. We are truly our own campus community. We sit about a 15-20 minute walk just up the hill from downtown Lugano. So we have our own campus with 8 residence halls, 2 dining halls, and very much a local community that enjoys, having clubs, organizations on campus. Our director of recreation is really fantastic about setting up different excursions for students to do on the weekends, whether it's yoga on the lake or hiking a local mountain at sunset or going snowshoeing or skiing. There's always something going on. The Swiss really value being outdoors, so that's something that we instill within our community as well. Club and intramural sports mostly include soccer, basketball. Lugano in general is one of the main destinations for training for the Tour de France. Biking is very popular in this region. Hiking, running, swimming, enjoying the lake in the nice warm beginning of fall semester and spring semester ends. Here's a snapshot of some of our residence halls. I mentioned we have 8 residence halls on campus. I encourage you to go into our website and take a look at the different virtual tours that we offer. We have everything from hall style, suite style, apartment style, singles, whatever it is that you like, we have those offered for all of our students. We're very much more European in structure in terms of our residence halls. So you'll note that these rooms are going to be much larger than the typical high-rise here in the United States. In addition, a lot of them have their own balconies or porches and kitchens, or at least kitchenettes. Here's a look at our campus map so you can kind of visualize what it looks like. We have what we call 2 different campuses, but they're really all within 1 mile of each other. The first start is North Campus, and this is where the bulk of your academic classes will be. It's also home to one of our main dining halls and a few of our different residence halls. You'll walk down via Ponte Tressa, and again, no more than 1 mile is the other kind of end to campus. And this is where another dining hall is, as well as more residence halls. In between is a smattering of neighborhood homes and a couple of other residence halls. We also share a campus with a small hospital. So if there was an emergency, if you need to seek immediate assistance and this is something more serious than what our campus nurse can offer, then you can walk right to the hospital and check in there. There's always an English-speaking doctor available. All right, here's a look at our programs of study. So if you're looking to pursue an undergraduate degree at Franklin and receive that US and Swiss degree, there's 2 different options. You can come in as a typical 4-year degree seeking student, or you can look into our 3-year expedited program. If you're coming in with any AP or IB credit, that 3-year expedited program is something that might really appeal to you, and essentially allows you to graduate in 3 years and then get into the workforce a little bit sooner. We also offer graduate degrees if you're looking to pursue those, mostly in international management. So you can do a 3+1 program in which you complete your master's degree in 1 year. We do offer partnership with Emerson College located in Boston, Massachusetts. This is a great option for those students who would like to take a 2-year essentially study abroad experience where they'll receive their associate's degree from Franklin and then complete their final 2 years at Emerson College in Boston. This gives you the opportunity to have a truly international and global perspective from the start and then complete your studies really honing in on communications or different fields of study in the heart of Boston. They offer some great internships as well. And you can do a similar program with the 3+1 for Emerson. We have the option for students to study abroad. We have partnerships across the United States with various colleges and universities, but you can also independently study with us. And we do offer freshman abroad programs. So this is for students who are looking to attend Southern Methodist University in Texas or the University of Southern California. For this, they're applying to those institutions and they're assigned to study at Franklin for either a semester or a year before returning to the United States and completing their studies at SMU or USC. Lastly, you can come to Franklin for a gap year program if you're looking to travel while learning. And we also offer summer programs for students who would like to come over as a high school student, as long as they are sophomore or older. And this gives them the opportunity to see if they would perhaps like to pursue education at Franklin for their undergraduate degree or just simply to pursue education abroad. All right, so for our admissions requirements for all undergraduate students, we are on the common application. Most students will go through that if they're applying from the United States. Otherwise, we have our own application on our website. They're both very similar. You are required to complete one of the assigned essays. And Franklin also asks a very simple question: why are you applying to Franklin University, Switzerland? This gives me, as an admissions counselor, the opportunity to really get a good sense of what it is that makes you interested in Franklin. Is it the location, the academics, the academic travel? Have you been to Switzerland before and loved it? This really gives me a good sense of what it is that might make you a good fit for us. You're also welcome to complete a personal statement. So if you'd like to talk a little bit about or justify some grades, you can do that. We'll need your high school transcripts for any school that you've attended from 9th to 12th grade. We require at least one letter of recommendation. You're welcome to submit more if you'd like to. These letter of recommendations must come, of course, from a teacher or educator or counselor. So a guidance counselor or a humanities or language teacher or IB teacher, those would all be great options. And lastly, we are test optional. We have been for many years. So if you'd like to submit your SAT or ACT score, you are more than welcome to. If you do not want to submit those scores, there's nothing supplemental that you need to send in. If you're looking to apply for the fall semester start, our priority deadline is December 1st. December 1st is when we would recommend most students apply by then. You also receive an incentive of $1,000 off your tuition if you, of course, enroll and apply. And then our other second priority deadline for the fall semester is March 15th. So if you're waiting to receive, say, first semester senior year grades and help boost your GPA a little bit, or if you know that you're taking an SAT or ACT and you'd like to wait until those scores come in, you can apply by March 15th. We do operate on rolling admissions. So that means really once all of your materials are submitted and you send those in to us, within 2 weeks, us counselors will complete your application review and have a letter of decision to you. If you're looking to apply by the spring semester, then the application is due no later than November 15th. All applications for both fall and spring will open on August 1st. So I talked a little bit about our application requirements. Know that we do give a truly holistic review. So we are looking at the ways that you've been involved in your community, reflecting on how maybe you've contributed to your own high school community and how that might potentially be something that you would do on our campus. We're looking at, of course, your letters of recommendation to get a good sense of not only you as a student, but also your personality type. And then, of course, we want to see what you've been involved in. If you've been involved in any clubs or organizations, your passion, if you love to travel, things like that, things that will, what we define as a Franklin fit. I do want to mention that Franklin is a very writing intensive university. So looking at your essays as a counselor, we're looking to make sure that you have a solid foundation in your writing. And this is something that you'll build upon throughout the 4 years that you're at Franklin. Our average GPA for incoming freshmen is a 3.4, average SAT is a 1200, and SAT is a 29, average IB score is a 30. So it's important to talk about how we will fund your attendance at Franklin. If you are a US student, you can take a look at the red line here. You'll note that our total tuition comes to around $65,000. And we do offer what we call indirect costs. So this is kind of what we would recommend you save or would prepare for in terms of personal spending money while at Franklin each semester. If you are a Swiss or EU student, you'll notice that your direct costs for tuition are significantly discounted. So this is a great opportunity for our dual citizens to have a deep discount. However, if you are receiving a Swiss or EU tuition rate, then you are not applicable for any of our scholarships. And lastly, international students is that yellow table here. This is just for any student applying from outside of the United States. It's that same number, just put into Swiss francs. So we do offer financial aid through the FAFSA if you're applying from the United States. We also have our own financial aid application on our website if you're applying from outside of the United States. I should update this. We have about 80% of students who receive either merit or need-based scholarship. Our merit scholarship is going to be based, of course, on your GPA. All of this is automatic. It's something that we'll review in your application review, and then you'll receive your merit scholarship with your letter of acceptance. These range from $10,000 to $23,000. I mentioned the EU discount. And we also have the lifelong learning scholarship. This is an opportunity to work on campus and make some extra money. So this is typically $5,000 to $10,000 scholarships that we offer our students. It is very difficult for a non-EU student to work in downtown Lugano. So if you're looking to make some extra personal spending cash, we do offer opportunities on campus to work in which you'll be paid out in cash twice a semester. And we also kind of what we call odd jobs, where we invite local residents as well as professors, faculty, and staff if they say need a babysitter or a nanny or a dog walker, little kind of odd jobs like that. We'll list them all together each semester, and students can take on those jobs as well. Here's a look at kind of where our alumni go post-graduation. A lot go into technology, finance, and service. Many into nonprofit, arts, education, and governmental organizations. We're proud of our alumni. As you can imagine, they've received a very unique college experience, and this is something that really stands out when interviewing at different organizations across the globe. Of course, many of our students do pursue education and might go on for their master's or even onto their PhD after receiving their degree from Franklin. So here's a look at where our students have gone in the past. That's some of the top colleges. And here's a look at some of the career destinations of our alumni. Again, you can see it's a very global and diverse opportunities that our alumni have. Because we are such a unique institution, our alumni network is very strong. A lot of them will come back and recruit Franklin students for their current job or organization. All right, well, that rounds up our session for today. Thank you so much for joining. We would love to hear from you. If you have any questions about the application process or just life on campus in general. My name is Katie Carter. I am the East Coast representative for the United States. Harry Herbert is located in Denver, and he does kind of all the middle states. And Matthias Colwell is located in California, and he's the West Coast representative. Our Director of Financial Aid is also located here in the East Coast, and our Director of Admissions and U.S. Operations is located in South Carolina. Everyone on the top of this page is located in our Lugano office. If you have any questions, you're also welcome to reach out to them. Thank you again, and I'm happy to help answer any questions you might have.